welcome to a brand new series on the channel. This one is called Operation England. Now you're probably wondering what the hell's going on here. DK, you put out a video, you said what do we want to watch, and I've seen all the votes there. A lot of you guys wanted to see Cheltenham return, but I don't want to ruin the storyline for FIFA 18, so I've come up with a new idea. This one is called Operation England. We're going to try and rebuild the English squad over a few seasons here. Scout some youth players, bring some talent through, look at the youth, the under-21 sides and the likes, try and get them into our team that we're controlling, get that England job and try and take England to a World Cup. So I hope you're ready for this. There'll be a lot of simulating. We're only going to play World Cup games in this one. I've taken a hold of Aston Villa. Now you're probably thinking, why Aston Villa? Well, they're the number one club that has produced English players in history. They have got 73 players through Aston Villa that have made the English squad. Now, Tottenham have equalised that with Mason getting a cap for England, I think 2015, 2016, not 100% sure on my records there. But Aston Villa were the first team with the biggest number of players that have made the English squad. So we're taking a hold of Aston Villa. We're going to rebuild them along the way. We're going to fill them with English players, get the training happening, try and get that English job, and see if we can take England to a World Cup. So let's get into this one. This one could be a long one. We're just going to simulate through basically getting players, trying to make transfers, bring some English talent to this Aston Villa side, hopefully get them into the Premier League and the likes, and get this England squad up and about. We're going to have 3 scouts. We'll have one obviously scouting for England, but what I want to do with the other scouts is go to some of the other countries that will be playing in the World Cup and see if we can find some, potential to be special players that may fill their squads in the later stages of this career mode. So it's going to be fast-paced. We're going to simulate a lot of this stuff until we get that English job. We'll play all the European competitions. We'll play all the World Cups and the likes, and hopefully we can win England some trophies. So let's go. Now, the Aston Villa squad isn't too bad. It should be fairly decent here in the Championship. We've got Grealish, who I believe is in the under-21s squad at this stage. So we've already got one of the England players into the side. I think there was someone else as well, but not 100% sure on my statistics. Probably should have thought about this before I actually started recording this. But alright, so there's our team. We should be able to do fairly well in the Championship. Let's get scouting. Right, so I've spent money here straight off the bat. There was a 5-star scout available, so I've grabbed him. We'll send him straight off to England. And, well, I think we'll just go for any player on the first run, just to sort of start filling up the academy. And we'll fill out the other 2 scouts once some 5-star scouts are available. I want to save some money for some possible transfers. Now, as for transfers, I've got the lads out searching away, and I've pretty much picked up most of the players on the under-21 and under-19 squad. So they're out there having a look around. We'll see if we can afford any of these players to bring them in. We could go after the current players like Harry Kane and that, but I don't think they're going to want to come to Villa. And by the time we get, to our World Cup squad, they may be well into their prime. So we're going to try and find some of the younger lads floating about England. Radford would be a really good pickup. We can train them up and get them ready for England action. Right, we've hired our second 5-star scout. Now, let's have a look here. What kind of teams in the world do we want to start building up, maybe with some talent as well, to be prepared in the World Cup? Don't really care about the bigger world teams, but well, if we get to a World Cup, we definitely want it to be competitive. So let's go to the United States, see if we can help them out for 3 months. All right, first man out of the club is Keenan Davis. He's going to the Bray Wanderers for 110 grand. All right, next man out is Agbalona to Derby County for 900 grand. All right, Jed Steer will be going to Rotherham, and we've sold Davis to the Bray Wanderers. All right, our first signing will be Marcus Rashford. He's going to take up pretty much most of our budget, but a star striker in the making. Welcome to Aston Villa. We've also had an offer accepted here for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. We're just going to stall that one for now. All right, our fourth report is back here from England. Peter Harris looks okay. We'll keep an eye on him. Sam Hughes as well. Here we go. Lewis Lee, 56 to 74, 75 to 94 potential goalkeeper. 375 evaluation. We'll get him straight into the youth academy. The rest of the lads we'll keep an eye on. Right, so Lewis Lee is a 61 overall goalkeeper. He's only 15, so we'll have to sit in the youth academy for a little bit longer. But as soon as he turns 16. I've got a feeling he'll be straight into our first team. Alright, the scout is back from the United States and he's brought us back some talent here. Joseph Morgan, 56 to 74, 78 to 94, 500 grand evaluation. Welcome to the club. And Cohen Brown looks alright, only 60 grand. We'll keep an eye on him. Alright, our next signing here is Will Hughes from Derby County, 75 overall. We'll bring him in, add to our midfield. And also Harry Winks from Tottenham, 71 overall, and done. Right, we've sold Andre Green to Rotherham for 1.1 million, and we've also sold Rushin Hepper Murphy to Gillingham for 475. And Jacob Bedell has left to the Sligo Rovers for 110 grand. Right, James Bree's gone to Sheffield United for 650 grand, and we've also sold Lava Kozak to Bournemouth for 1.9 million. Alright, transfer deadline day, we're signing Joe Gomez from Liverpool for 2.5 million. Welcome to the club. Alright, the transfer deadline day is shut. We've got another youth report back here from England. Liam Morris looks okay at 110 grand. We'll continue to monitor him and Declan White as well. Jamie Cooper, 140. Okay, we've got some kids to keep an eye on. Alright, taking a look at our current youth academy, we've got Joseph Morgan, the American left winger, 62 overall, 77 to 94. Now, the plan is to bring in players from other countries and sell them off as quickly as possible. They'll have the potential to be special. They'll grow through the career mode, and hopefully they start playing for their national teams as we move through these World Cup scenarios, and we'll get to see these lads. I'll probably keep them at the club for 6 months or so. Obviously, we have to once we sign them up. You can't sign them out straight away, but yeah, I'm just hoping to strengthen some of those other teams around the world. Lewis Lee up to a 62 now, 78 to 94 potential. All right, the American scout is back. Cohen Brown, we're keeping an eye on here, that's for sure. Have they got any other talent here? Pierre Bliska looks all right, 210. We'll sign him in, and that's it. All right, this is the final report for this encounter here in England on the first run. So Liam Morris, will sign him in. What else have we got here? Jamie Cooper will sign in to have a look at. Sean Alexander will sign him in to have a look at. Hugh Morris, no, he's going to be rubbish. Liam Cook looks very good, 500 grand, only 5'6", but we'll sign him in. Jordan White, Archie Davis, all right, we've picked up some England talent here. All right, let's take a look at this youth academy. Archie Davis, 15 years old, 77 to 94 potential at this stage. Liam Cook's already a 62 overall, 69 to 94 potential. Sean Alexander, 52 overall, 70 to 94. Pierre Bliska from America there is a 57 overall, 76 to 94. We'll offer him a contract. I want to get them in as soon as possible so that we can sell them off when we need to. All right, Jamie Cooper, 73 to 94. Liam Morris is looking okay, and Lewis Lee coming along nicely. Right, the final American scout is back, and we'll give Brown a crack. He's got a high potential. Get him into the youth academy. Brian Williams, yeah, he looks all right. We're basically going to sign up all these lads from other countries and get them rolling around. There we go. Collins has no face, and yeah, all right, done. We're done here in America. All right, let's get these scouts out and about. Obviously, we need to continue to scout here in England. I'm going to look for some big defenders now, so we're going to go physically strong. Now, where do we want to help out this time on our little expedition? Let's go and see if we can help Denmark out for 3 months. All right, here we go, Youth Academy. Let's get all the Americans into the team. Right, our first report back from Denmark. Anything worth bringing in? Mads Ollison looks decent. We'll let the rest go. Jonas Ostergaard, we'll keep an eye on him. All right, England looking for physically strong. Ewan Rose looks all right. We'll keep an eye on him for a month. Connor Mason, 300 grand. Yes, please. And no face. You can piss off. All right, we'll sign Mads Olsen into the team so that he can be sold off later. Let's have a look at the rest of the lads here. Connor Mason looks okay. Davis is looking good. Cook's all right. Alexander, we're going to release him. We don't want to spend too much money on this youth academy. Colin Brown is ready to come in or offer him a contract. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And Lewis Lee, 63 overall, 80 to 90 potential. Right, our scout is back here in Denmark. Let's see if there's any Danes worth bringing through. Looks okay. We might wait till the final month of scouting and maybe bring some of these. Sebastian Fries could be a possibility. And in England here, looking for physically strong Ewan Rose. Yep, we'll keep an eye on him. Joel Alexander has no face, so he'll be rejected. Callum Edwards looks all right, 160. We'll sign him into the academy. And as long as Ewan Edwards as well. Okay, all right, let's move on. All right, the final scout report is back. We're midway through January. Not a lot of transfer action so far, But we'll see what happens there. Victor Olsen, we'll sign him in and we'll get him into the academy and then sell him off. No one else really here from Denmark. Sebastian Fries, why not? See how they go. We're done in Denmark. Right, the final report here from England. Is there some talent floating about? Max Morris? Probably not what we're looking for. All right. See what else we need here in our English squad. All right, so we'll head back to England here. And this time we're going to go 3 months. We're going to look for wingers. I haven't hired the third scout yet. I'm saving some cash. I don't want to spend it all just yet. But when we have the money available, we'll definitely get that third scout. But for now... who do we want to strengthen this time? Who deserves some young talent to come through and help them out in the world of football? I'm thinking hard. Let's go somewhere in South America. Let's see if we can help Chile out. Help Sanchez in the next World Cup. Any player. All right, we've sold Leandro Bacuna to Derby County for $6 million. His valuation was only 3.2, so we've made some good business there, getting rid of the right back, and we may be able to invest that money into some more English decency. All right, making a new signing here in this January transfer window. Signing Mason Holgate, the young right back from Everton, 68. He'll come in and add some squad depth. And we're also going to sign in Dominic Iorfa, so 2 right backs in. So we sent Bacuna out for $6 million. We've brought 2 right backs in for under $4 million, and they should grow into some decent talent here at Aston Villa. All right, this will probably be our final signing of this January window. Dominic Solanke from Chelsea will be coming to Aston Villa for only $2.3 million. It's a little bit above his evaluation, but he's got high potential. He's only 19, so some good backup there for Radford. All right, we're making another signing here. I will go through all the transfers once this window finishes, but transfer deadline day, we signed in Rob Holding for $2.4 million from Arsenal. All right, here is our transfer action in the January window. We sold Hutton off to QPR for $775. Bacuna went to Derby County for $6 million. Iorfa comes in for $1.9 million, the right back, and we also signed Holgate from Everton for $2.2. Blisker went out on loan to Accrington. We brought in Solanke from Chelsea for $2.3. Gardner went to Middlesbrough for $2.2. Morgan went out on loan to Nottingham Forest. We sold Bunn to Derby County for $1.5. We sold Richards to Burnley for $2.8. Baker went to Burnley for $2.3. And Rob Holding comes in for $2.4. So some decent business there, I feel, for Aston Villa, bringing some more English talent into this side. And we can continue on with the second half of the season. Having a quick look at the table. Not that it really matters too much with Aston Villa, but maybe you want to know how they're doing. We're sitting top of the table. Only lost the 3 games and 9 points clear of Norwich, who are sitting in second. We have offloaded quite a few players now. The squad's a little bit thin. There is a few young Americans floating around that can cover us at this stage, but we'll push on here with the second half of this season, and hopefully that English job comes along sooner rather than later. All right, youth squad is here, and Olsen we will sign in as he is Danish. We're really just leaving the English lads in the academy for now, and we'll pick who we really want out of the lads from this English academy, but we can see them all decent there. Here's Sebastian Fries. He's only a 41 overall, but we'll sign him into the game, so he's floating around there somewhere once we sell him off. Connor Mason is looking pretty decent, 61 overall. Archie Davis is a 59. Liam Cook, 62. Cooper, and still alright. Liam Morris and Lewis Lee. His potential's dropped down a little bit, unfortunately. Alright, our first scout report is back from Chile, and no real additions for the Chilean country just yet. Alright, England, bring us something good. Bring us something good. Sean Rose looks decent. Sign him in. Oh, Reece Morgan would have been brilliant, but he's got no face, and that's not acceptable to me. Okay, what else have we got here? Oh, Alfie Davies looks alright as well. We'll sign him in. And, well, Harrison Brown could come good. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, we're back here in Chile. Come on, where is the talent? Flavio Arnaiz, we will sign up. Alberto Navarrete, 500 grand. Decent. This kid's got no face. See you later. Oh, and Ruben Dominguez. Okay, some Chileans are making their way through the Aston Villa system. And England, what have you brought us back? Come on, where's something nice? Dominic Bailey we'll keep an eye on. Elliot Harrison we'll keep an eye on. George Cox, yes please. Alright, let's move on. All right, you scored monthly report. Now, a couple of these lads want out of the Youth Academy, so we'll have to have a look at those ones. Alfie Davis is looking okay. Sean Rose as well. Edwards, yep, okay. Connor Mason looking decent. Archie Davis is looking good as well. Liam Cook, 79 to 85. We'll still keep an eye on him. The Chilean Arnays will hold there. Now, Jamie Cooper wants out of the Youth Academy at 17 years of age, 81 to 87. Defensive-minded. 58 overall, 220 evaluation, only 5'7", and we'll offer him a contract. Why not? We'll get him into the system at least. We can always sell them off if they're not what we really want at the end of the day. And Liam Morris is also 57, 81 to 87, defensive-minded. We'll get him into the system and probably move them on if they're not going to be potential to be special players. Anyone else here to have a quick look at? Oh, George Cox is looking very, very decent. Okay, and Lewis Lee's dropped to an 86. We might need to go look for another goalkeeper. Well, we would like to inquire the interest available of the England job. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. April 2017, so in time for the next World Cup. All right, accepting the offer, Alfie Cooper. We are now in charge of England. All right, final report from Chile. Is there any more talent here to bring in for Chile? Vasco Velasquez, yeah, why not? He looks okay. Cadenas, yep. Oh, this guy looks alright. Palacios as well. Oh, another Palacios. Oh, Bustos, 40 grand. Nah, we'll pass on him. Oh, Miranda looks alright. Oh, only 60, why not? Bugger him. Bugger him. Alright, done. Here in Chile. England, we want talent. Now, England, we need talent because we are the English manager. Come on, come on, come on. Give me some superstars. Nope, fuck off. Right, we're back in England. Let's go for a playmaker. And who do we want to look after on this stint? We just went to South America. We've done the USA. Let's go somewhere in Africa. Who's going to be playing in the World Cup? Let's go Ivory Coast. Let's see if we can help out the Ivory Coast. All right, the first report is back from the Ivory Coast. Oh, there's one. Wilfred Traore. We'll sign him in. And Patrice Koulibaly looks all right as well. Come on, England. Come on, England. What have you got for us? Dominic Rose, 400 grand. Yes, thank you very much. Right, Connor Mason wants out of the Youth Academy, so we'll offer him a contract. And so does Dominic Rose, 61 overall, 67 to 93. Now, Alfie Davies wants a contract, but he's potential shit, so we're going to release him. All right, the final youth squad monthly report for the first season. Koulibaly will get a contract. Anyone that's not English will get a contract, as we want to get them out of here pretty quickly. Wilfred Traore will also get himself a contract. Miranda has dropped right off, so we'll release him, so we're not wasting money in our academy. Palacios will get a contract now. Archie Davies does look good for England, doesn't he? He could be something special in the future, but we'll leave him in the academy for now. Alright, so does George Cox. And Lewis Lee is ready to be called up. I'm going to bring him into the first team. Final scout report of this first season in the Ivory Coast. Sissoko, oh, nah, probably not. He's rubbish. Sila, no thanks. Alright, cool. Come on, England. Come on, England. What have you got there? Charles Ward. He's alright. Elliot Rose, keep an eye on him. Here we go. Ed Wilson, sign him in. Jamie Clark looks okay as well. Keep an eye on. Alright, so we have finished the season here. There's quite a few players here on loan that I didn't realise, but Johnstone on loan. Rogerson, 54, gone up 3. We have loan listed him, the American. Lewis Lee is showing great potential, so there's our first step to English goalkeeper. Galini out on loan, so we'll get him back. Ior for a 73, gone up 3. Holgate's a 71, gone up 3. Liam Morris is a 60, showing great potential for a right back, not too bad. Richie Delat, 73. Rob Holdings is 75, he's gone up 4. Joe Gomez, 76, gone up 6. Elfix is 72. Connor Mason, 61, is showing great potential. And where's he? Is he English? Yes, he is. All right. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? 5-star weak foot. 5'11", can play left back. That's handy. That's handy. Freeze, you know, these young lads we're just going to be trying to sell off in the next window as soon as they're available. Let's have a look. What else have we picked up here? Cooper showing great potential. All right, that's good. Cohen Brown, he's American. Sanchez, 77. Adamo's dropped down. Brian Williams. Okay, you can all see what's going on here. Harry Winks is a 76. He went up 5. Okay. Alright, Will Hughes up to a 77. He's on loan, 79. He'll be handy. All right, Grealish is up to 75. All right, keep moving, keep moving. There's a lot of kids in this squad that we will need to offload. Rashford up to an 83, scored 11 goals, 6 assists. Not a bad effort there. Solanke only played on one game. We're going to have to get rid of some other strikers that are taking his time, like Kojia. This lad here needs to go. Needs to go. Oh, we've got one out on loan as well. Okay, good, good. Dominic Rose. English, showing great potential winger. Decent. All right. Sweet. Done. Alright, so we wrap up the first season there with Aston Villa taking the title. They'll be in the Premier League next season. It's not really what we are concerned about, but obviously some people might be interested to see how the team's going, mainly filled with English players at this stage. But the FIFA World Cup qualifiers have been, and England have qualified by the looks of things at the top of their group. I think there's 8 games. Not sure, there's probably more, but they'll start in the next season. I'll leave that one for the next episode. What I'm going to plan to do here is just simulate through like I've done this one, but when the English game comes up, we will play them, whether they're friendlies, Euro League, World Cup, the whole, and we'll just smash through and we'll try and win ourselves a World Cup. Hopefully you're keen for this series to continue. Make sure you smash the like button for me and let me know what country you're from, because if there's an option for me to send out a scout to the country, your homeland, maybe get them performing here in the World Cup, I'll see what I can do for you. But hopefully you've enjoyed that first episode. Just a nice little chilled out career mode here before we hit FIFA 18. Thanks very much for checking it out. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one.